Good morning, students. This is our next videos. Okay, remaining question from exercise 1.2 or 3.1. I'm sorry. So today I'll be starting with question number 3 in this video. So in this video, which one is greater? So, okay, so you are given two questions, that is 0.2 and 0.2 and 0.22. Okay, which one is greater? So out here you have to confirm the which one is greater. So here you see, let's compare. 0 and 0s are same, they are set. Okay, then after it we have a point here, then we have a point here, then we will see 2. Okay, then it is 2 here, they are same again. Next we will compare the next number, that is what, we don't have any number, that means it is 0. Okay, I'm writing here solutions. Okay, so 0.2 and 0.22. Okay, so that is what we have. Well, try to keep it a blank here. Okay, so we'll compare 0 and 0, they are same. 0 and 0 is the same, so no biggers at all, they are equal to each other. Point here, we have another point, it is okay. Next we have a 2, then we have a 2 here, they're equal again, no one is bigger out here. Next we have a next numbers. Okay, next we have another number. So since after 2 we don't have any numbers, so we can put here 0. Okay, and here we have a 2 here. So which one is greater here? Now we'll compare with the third number, that is 0 and 3. Which one is greater out here? 0 and 3, 0 and 2, which one is greater? Since 2 is greater, that means this 0.22 is greater than 0.2. Therefore 0.22 is greater than 0.2. Okay, greater than 0.2. So this is our first question. Okay, I hope you are clear about this. 0.22 is greater than 0.2. Okay, next we have another questions. Now 4.5, let's again compare again 4.5 and 4.05. Okay, let's compare with this. 4 and 4s are same, they are equal, so no one is bigger out here. Next we will compare next question, that we have next point, then we have a next number, that is point in point. Okay, they have after every numbers, after one digit only they have a point, that means they are equal again. Next we have 5 here, and then we have 0 here. So 0 and 5, which one is bigger? 5 is bigger, that means 4.5 is bigger than 4.05. So therefore 4.5 is greater than 4.05. So this is your answer. Next we have another numbers out here. Okay, so again we will compare here solutions 1.37 and 1.49, right? 1.37 and 1.49. Here we have a 1 here we have a 1. They are equal, no biggers. Okay, then we have a point here, we have another one more point here. Okay, so they are equal in a given point or so. Now we will compare the next number. Here we have 3, but here we have a 4. Okay, here we have 3 and here we have a 4. So which one is bigger out here? 3 or 4 is bigger? 4 is bigger, that means our comparison stop there. Okay, that means we can easily compare that 4 is bigger, that means 1.49 is bigger. 1.49 is bigger. So therefore 1.49 is greater than whom? Is greater than 1.37. Okay, 1.39 is greater than 1.37. So let's take some more numbers. Okay, let's try to again out from the outside. Let's try to take some more numbers. Let's say 27. Okay, 0.334. Okay, here also we have take another number like 27. Okay, then 338. Okay, let's try to write these numbers. Okay, here's we have 2 and 2. They're same. They're equal. 7 and 7. Again, they're equal. Okay, so next we have a point and a point. Okay, that means given the point is also same. Here we have a point out here. Here we have a point here. 27 point. Next we have a 3 numbers. Then we will compare the next 3 numbers. They are same again. Then again we will compare the next number 3 and 3. Again they are same. Okay. Next again we will compare the next number, that is what, 4, and this one is 8. So which one is greater? 4 and 8. Out of 4 and 8, 8 is greater. That means this side 27.338 is greater than 27.334. Okay, you are not going to read that is 27.334. It is not like this. Okay, we have to read in such a way 27.334. Okay, this one we can say 27, but we cannot read this one as a 334. We read this point after point, we read every digit. Okay, singly. Okay, so here again we will write again. Let's say 1734. Okay, then I'll put a point here, but I will keep again saying 1734. Okay, now I will put a point here somewhere here. Okay, now here we can read 173, but here 1 point. Okay, 173 and 1, which one is greater? Obviously 173 will get greater than 1. Yes, no. 173 will be greater than 1, then that means this is greater. Okay, now we will shift the point again. Now we will try to shift the point again here. We'll try to shift the point again here. Okay, if I shift the point from let's say, if I shift the point here again, if I shift this point here again. So now which one is greater? Obviously both of them are equal. Okay, now if I write this again numbers, both of them are equal. Okay, so let's say this is 113 and here's we have 173.40. Okay, now which one is greater? 1734 is greater or 173 is greater? Obviously 1734 will be greater. Okay, so this is how we compare with the between the two digits. Okay, if the two between the two digits, if one number is out of here, we try to compare every digit. Okay, and if there is greater than one numbers, then we can easily compare that one is greater than another number. So here, write the following decimal number in the expanded form. Okay, so before we go with the decimal numbers, well, first we will discuss with the whole numbers. You know that when we are going to write the expanded form of 273, how do we expand this one? We know the 2 and then into 100, okay, plus again 7 into 10 plus again 3 into 1. Okay, that is how we expand, right? This is how we expand. Okay, this is how we expand 273. We can expand into 2 into 100. It is plus 7 into 10 plus 3 into 1. That means if you add all those numbers, you will get a number that is 273. This is how we expand in the number, the number which is whole numbers. Okay, so let's try to discuss about the number which is a decimal point. Okay, decimal point. Let's say 20.43. Okay, 20.43. So solution, if I want to expand this 20.43, okay, how can I do is that, okay, so 20.43 is what? 20 into 10. Okay, 22 into 10 is 20 plus 0 into 1 becomes 0 plus, okay, now after point we have 4. That means 4 again. After point, how many numbers we have? 4 is after point, right after the point. That means I will multiply by 1 by 10, not into 100, not by 10. Okay, after point, whatever number is there, that means we have to multiply by 10, 1 by 10, or we either divide it by 10 also. Then again we have one more number, that is 3. Okay, so we can write this one as a 3 into, now after point 3 is the second digits of the decimal point from, so 1 2, that means we have after 2 digits we have, that means we have to write 0. Okay, this is how we write. Again, if I write this one, then 2 tens are 20 plus 0 plus 4 into 1 by 10 plus 3 into 1 by 10. Okay, 100. Okay, so this one you can also write 20 plus 0 is 20. So this one also you can write in this way also. That is your answers. Okay, both the answers are anyone. This is how we expand. 20 plus 0 is 20 only, right? Then the remaining numbers which is there, we write in this form. Okay, so this is how we expand the numbers. Okay, so this is our next numbers. Okay, this is our next number. Similarly, okay, 115. So 1 into 100, first digit. This one is a 1 into 100. 1 after 2 numbers here, that is why it's multiplied by 100. Into 1 into this one, second one, and do 10, because after 1 we have only one digit, plus 5 into 1 plus, then after plus this point. Point is there. After point we have a 3, then you write it 3. Then after point we have 3 is right after point only. That means you have to multiply by 10. Okay. Then plus. Okay. Then 6. 6 into 1 by how much? 6 is after 2 digit. 6 is 0.12. That means I have to multiply again by 100 plus again 7. 1, 2, 3. After 7 is after 3 digit. That means at a 3 digit, at the place of 3 digit, that means I have to put 3 0. Okay, I have to put 3 0. So if I multiply this 1 into 100 will become 100, 1 into 10 will become 10, 5 into 1 will become 5, 3 into 1 will become 3 by 10, plus 6 into 1 will become 6 by 100, plus 7 into 1 will become 7 by 1000. Okay, so if you want to add this one, you can add it. So I can easily add this one. So 115 plus 3 by 10, you give it this one this way. Okay, 6 by 100 plus 7 by 100. Okay, so this is how we calculate. Okay, this is how we calculate the plus value. So we have 101 more questions. That you have to do it by yourself. So now our next question is using decimal. We have to express 5 paisa as rupees. Okay, 5 paisa as rupees. You see, we know that 1 paisa. Okay, we know that 1 paisa. Okay, 1 rupees. Okay, I will write rupees as in the short form 1 rupee. Okay, 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. How many paisa? 100 paisa. Or we can also say 1 paisa, 100 paisa is equal to how much rupee? Is equal to 1 rupee. Okay, we have just rearranged. 100 paisa is equal to 1 rupee. Again, 1 paisa will be how much rupee? 1 paisa will be equal to how much? 1 by 100 rupee. 1 by 100 rupees. So how many paisa we have? 5 paisa we have. That means if I want to express this one, 5 paisa. Okay, 5 paisa is equal to what? 5 into 1 by 100 rupee. Okay, 5 into 1 by 100 rupees. So if I multiply this one, that means my answer will become 5 by 100 rupee. Okay, 5 by 100 rupee. Okay, so which implies that 5 paisa will be equal to how much? So you see, we will write the same number, that is 5. We have already explained in the previous videos. If you haven't watched the previous video, try to watch the previous video, then only you come across these questions. Okay, so it is already there in our channel. Okay, so you see here, after 0 we have a 2 zeros, so that means I will count from the back side. Only one digit we have, that means I have to satisfy one more numbers, because we have 2 0. That means in order to satisfy the one more numbers, then I will multiply it by, I will put the 0 here, then after that point after. Now you see 2 0, that means after right after point, how many number we have? 2 numbers. Okay, then I can easily replace it by this. That means what? 5 paisa is equal to 0.05 rupee. Okay, 0.05 rupee. So this is our next question, 235 paisa as rupee. Solutions I have already explained in the previous questions also. 1 paisa is equal to how much rupees? 1 paisa is equal to 1 by 100 rupee. 1 by 100 rupee. Okay, so here's we have 235 paisa. 235 paisa will be equal to how much rupee? 235 paisa is equal to 235 rupee into 1 by 100. Okay, 1 by 100 rupees. Okay, so if I calculate this one, which implies that 235 paisa, okay, is equal to, multiply this 235 by 100 rupees. So I can also write this one as 235 divided. If you divide it, you will get something like this. That is what? So after 2 digit we have number 2 0 we have. That means I will write the same numbers. That is 235. Okay. Then 235. Then I will write the rupees here in front of this. Okay. So here's I have a 2 0 out here. That means I will count from the back side. 1, 2. Okay, that means after 2 numbers I have to put the point here. 1, 2 from the back side. That means after 2 numbers I'm putting the point here. So our answer is what? This is the answer. That means 235 paisa means 2 rupees 35. Okay, 2 rupees, I'm sorry, 2 rupees 35. Okay, paisa. Okay, that is what we can write. So here's we have to convert this 500 millimeters as a kilometers. We have to express this 535 millimeters into kilometers. So solutions. Okay. So first of all, we'll try to learn the unit. 1 kilometers. Okay, 1 kilometers. To bring 1 kilometer, how much millimeter I have to take? 1 0 0 0 0 0 millimeters. Okay, that means what? 10 lakhs millimeters. Okay, 10 lakhs millimeter is equal to 1 kilometers. Okay, so we can also write this one as a 10 lakhs. Okay, 10 lakhs millimeters is equal to how much? 1 kilometers. That means 1 kilometer will be how much? 1 millimeter will be how much? 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by this 10 lakhs will go down here and divide. This 10 lakhs will go down and divide with 1 kilometers. Okay, so this is what we have learned. 1 millimeters. Okay, this is 1 millimeters. Okay, this is 1 millimeters is equal to 1 by 10 lakhs. Okay, now we have 35 millimeter. That means what? 355 millimeter will be equal to what? I'm writing directly. That means 35 by 1 lakh, so 10 lakhs. Okay, so this is what we are getting. Now if I calculate this one, okay, if I try to divide this one, so how many number, we will write the numbers which is in the numerator, we will write the same thing, same numbers here. Okay, now we will count the zero. How many zero we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 zero we have. So from the back side, 35. Okay, 35 from the back side we'll count. 1, 2. We have only 2 numbers. Okay, that means we have to again satisfy 4 more numbers. Okay, to become a 6. So in order to satisfy 4 more numbers, I will put the 0 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Satisfied? So if we are satisfied, then after 6 numbers, we will put the 0, then 0. That is how much kilometers? 0.0000035 kilometers. Okay, this is what our answer is. Our next number is 650 gram as a kilograms. Okay, 650 gram as a kilograms. Again, kilograms. So solutions again. Okay, we know that 1 kg or 1 kilogram, we used to call 1 kilogram or 1 kg. Okay, so you are very familiar about kg. So is equal to how much gram? 1000 gram. How much gram? 1000 gram. Okay, so we know that 1 gram will be equal to how much? 1 gram will be equal to 1000 gram. That means we can also write 1000 gram is equal to 1 kg. Same thing. So this 1 gram will be equal to how much? 1 by 1000 kg. Okay, 1 by 1000 kg. Okay, now next, how many kg gram we have? We have a 650 gram. So 650 gram will be equal to how much? 650 divided by 1000 kg. Okay, now write the same number, that is 650, whatever the number is here, write it. Now count the number from the back side. First of all, how many zero we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 zero we have. Then we'll start counting the number from the back side. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 number we have. That means I will put the point here. Okay, so is equal to 0 kgs. Or you can also write this one. After this also you can also write 5 kg also. The 0 after the numbers, if there is a 0, we try to remove it. There is no use at all. Okay, so we can also write this one as a 0.65 kg. Next, we have to convert 156 ml as a liters. Okay, here also we know that 1 liters will be equal to almost 1000 milliliters. Okay, 1000 milliliters. That means 1000 milliliters. 1000 milliliter is equal to 1 liters. Now 1 milliliter will be equal to mass 1 by 1000 liters. Okay, so similarly if I find this one, that means 156 ml. Okay, 156 ml is equal to 156 divided by 1000. Okay, that is equal to this. So if I convert this one, that means what? 0.156 L. Why? I can write 0.156 L. Why? Because we are repeating the same number here. Okay, now after that we have counted number. How many zero we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros. We have start counting from the back side. 1, 2, 3. 3 zero we have. After 3 number we have put the point. That means answer is 0.156 liter. 156 milliliters is equal to 0.156 liters. Okay, so we'll proceed to the next questions. We have one more question is there, that is 150 meters as kilometers. You try to convert this in this form, 150 meter as kilometers. Okay, now our next question is simplified. Okay, we will try to calculate this too. Okay, so how do we simplify this one? Okay, so first of all, what is the numbers here? 0.65 1.72. Okay, we have to add this one plus. Okay, now according to point, we have to keep the point the same number. So here we have 1. Okay, then 0.54. You see, what do you see here? The points are written in the same line. Okay, after the point, whatever the numbers it is written, in front of the point, whatever numbers should be, the points should be in the same line. So now add up these two from the back side again. How you do in the additions of the whole number, the same thing you will do additions here also. So 4 plus 2 will become 6, 7 plus 5 will become 12, 1 in here. Okay, 1 in here will go right over the point. Now 1 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 again become 2, so point, bring down the point, 1 point you bring down, so your answer is how much? 2, so your answer is equal to 2, your answer is 2.26 is your answer. Okay, so if you add 7.2 plus 1.54, your answer is 2.26. So our next question is 12.193 minus 187.7. So what shall we do is that first of all I'll write 12.193. Okay, then after that I will write 8. Okay, then in the same point 7 point same on the same line, then we write it, then we have to subtract them. Okay, so after the point we don't have any numbers, so we will put it 0 here, doesn't matter. After in front of the numbers nothing is there, that means we can add it 0 here. Okay, but we cannot put the 0 out in the middle. Okay, at back side we can add how many numbers, how many 0 we can add. At the back side we can add right after the numbers, or just in front of the numbers we can add any 0. But between the point and numbers, we don't have to add any 0 until if there is no 0 in the question. Okay, so here we subtract it. 3 minus 0 will become 3. 9 minus 0 will become 9. Okay, now 7 minus 1 minus 7, we cannot subtract, that means we have to borrow 1 from here. So if I borrow 1 from here, that becomes 11. So 11 minus 7 become how much? 11 minus 7 become 4. Okay, so 11 minus 7 become 4. Now bring down the point here. Now how many is remaining here? 1, because we have borrowed 1 from the numbers. So from 2 it reduced to 1, so we become 1. So again you have to borrow one more number from here, that become 11. 11 minus 8 will become 3. Okay, 11 minus 8 will become 3. Now here we have this one is already borrowed, that means 0 is here, that means we can put the 0 or leave it the answer here. So your answer is equal to how much? 3.493 is your answer. 3.493 is your answer. So here's, okay, in this question number 3, Roman number 3, we will try to solve in 2 parts. Okay, first we will do the addition, then we will subtract them. Okay, so if there is addition, that means together we can do the additions. Okay, but since there is a subtraction, so first of all we will do this addition first. That means 100.9, okay, plus again point, just point here, you put the point here. 5 is there, that means in front of this we have only one numbers, and then we have 1, 9, again we have 2. Okay, in the same line, okay, point on the same line, that means we have to add, that means no number is there, you can add, generate, it doesn't matter. So add these two, become 2. Okay, so 9 plus 9 become 18, 1 in hand, the 1 in hand here, 1 plus 1 become 2, then 0.501. Okay, what is the answer? 105 when you add these two numbers. Therefore your answer is these two, if you add it, will become 105.892. Again we have to subtract by whom? 4.12. Okay, first of all we have added these two number, here it is. So when you add these two number, we are getting this one, then minus, okay, then 4.2. So if you subtract it again, now we will try to subtract it. 0.5.282 subtracted by, again point, you put the same numbers here, 4. Again after backside we have only two numbers exactly on the same line, then you can put the 0 here, 2, 2. So 8 minus 4 becomes 6. Yes, no. 8 minus 2 becomes 6. 2 minus 1 become 1.101. 5 minus 4 become 1. 0 bring down, 0 come down, and 1 come down. That means what is the answer? Therefore your answer is what? Your answer is 101.162 is your answers. Okay. sorry here is this is 7 here, so I wrote it 9. So according to 9 I have calculated. Okay, now you do it, put in the 7 here and do the same calculation, same steps, you will get the same answers. Okay, you will get the same answers. Okay, so here's our next question. We can also do this way. Okay, solutions. Then I'm going to the rough side now. I'm not going to main bodies. Okay, I will go to the rough patch. Okay, so here first of all I will subtract these two, which is 3.14 again subtracted by 2.19. You see, 9 and 4s are coming on the same line, 1 and 1s are coming on the same line, because after point we have two numbers, here also we have two numbers. Then point we are bringing down the same point. 3 and 2 are coming on the same line. Okay, so subtract these two. We know 9 cannot subtract 4, that means 4 have to borrow one number from the 1, that means it becomes 14. 14 minus 9 will become 5. Okay, so here we don't have any numbers because it was already borrowed, that becomes 0. Again 0 have to borrow one more from 3, so it will become 10. 10 minus 1 become 9. Okay, then here's, we don't have any numbers, so we have a 3 reduced to 2. Okay, 3 reduced to 2 here, so 2 minus 2 will become 0. What is the answer here? 0.95. So if you subtract these two, you got 0.95 plus 5.32. Okay, now again 0.95, again 5.32. So add these two numbers. 5 plus 2 is 7, 9 plus 3 is 12, 1 in it. 0, 5 plus 1, 0, 0 plus 1 becomes 6. What is the answer? What is the answer? The answers become 6.27 is your answers. Okay, what is the answer? 6.27. Okay, we can do in this method also. Okay, or previous method also. Whatever it is same only. Okay. Questions is this question is mostly covered most of the area by questions. Okay, so you try to record it and it is already there in your textbooks also. Okay, it is already there in your textbook also. You can refer it from the textbooks. Okay, so I will just write it down here. You see, at Dinesh, two boys is there. One is Dinesh and another is Ayub. Okay, at Dinesh from a place A to place B, and from there to the place C. And A is 7.5 km from B, and B is 12.5 km from C. Then Ayub from the place A to place D. Okay, D is 9.3 km from A, and C is 18 km from D. Okay, so this is the questions. So here's again, you see here's Ayub travel from A to B, then from D to again he have moved to C. I have forgotten to write one more sentence out here, but they have given a distance from A to D is 9.3, and from C to D is 11.8. So how much, who travel more, who have traveled more distance and by how much? Okay, so that is what we are going to calculate. So we will calculate one by one. So solution series. Okay, so solution series, total distance. Okay, first of all we will try to write down the given values. Okay, that will be better. Given value, distance between A to B. Okay, so distance between A to B is how much? Distance between A to B is 7.5 kilometer. Almost 7.5 kilometer. Okay, then distance between B to C is almost, from B to C is 12.7 kilometers. Okay, then distance between A to D, distance between A to D is almost 9.3 kilometers. Okay, then distance between, what is it? Distance between D to C to D. Okay, from C to D it is almost 11.8 kilometers. Okay, this is what it is given in your questions. Okay, this is what the information is a bit given in your question. Okay, so total distance traveled by Dinesh. Okay, total distance traveled by Dinesh is equal to distance between A to B plus distance between Okay, distance between, I'm writing it very short, distance between B to C. That means what? We have to add the distance between A to B. This Dinesh have traveled from what? From A to B, again from B to C, right? So distance between A to B is how much? A to B is how much? 7.5. Okay, plus, okay, and distance between B to C is how much? 12.7. Okay, so these two we have to add them. Okay, so these two we have to add them. So if I add these two numbers, that means what? I'm adding in the corner, that is 7.5 plus how much? 12.7. So add these two numbers. Okay, so if I add these two, 7 plus 5 is how much? 7 plus 5 is 12. Point here, 1 in here, 7 plus 1, 8, 8 plus 1, 8 plus 2, 10, 1 in here, 1 plus 1 becomes 2. What is answer? Your answer is, total answer is how much? That is your 20.2 kilometers. Okay, distance traveled by Dinesh is how much? 20.2 kilometers. Okay, so 20.2 kilometers. So distance, therefore, distance traveled by Dinesh is how much? Dinesh is 20.2 kilometers. Okay, this is your equation 1. Okay, again, for the notations I'm writing 20.1. Okay, so this is our equation 1. Now we'll try to conclude again, and distance traveled by Ayub. Okay, what is Ayub? His travel. Ayub is equal to what? Distance between A to B, A to D plus distance between D to C. We know that the distance between A to D is how much? 9.3 kilometers, plus distance between C to D is how much? 11.8 kilometers. 11.8 kilometers. Now add these two numbers. If I add these two numbers, I will get exactly the answer is 21.1 kilometers. If I add directly, I think you have already learned how to add, so I'm adding directly. So 9.3 plus 11.8, your answer will become 21.1 kilometers. Okay, this is 21.1 kilometers. This is the distance traveled by the Ayubs. Okay, distance traveled by the Ayubs. Okay, now who is traveling fast? Who is traveling more? Okay, who is traveling more? Ayub have traveled 21 kilometers and Dinesh have traveled how much? 20.2 kilometers. Okay, Dinesh have traveled 20.2 kilometers. Ayub have traveled how much kilometers? He have traveled He have travels 20.2 kilometers. So who is greater? Obviously, Ayub will be greater. Why? He have traveled one more extra. That means what? Therefore, Ayub have covered more distance than Dinesh. Okay, by how much? So by how much we have to calculate? That means I have to subtract home. 21.1 minus 20.2 kilometers. Okay, equal to, okay, so we have to calculate this one. Okay, by how distance. Okay, now if I want to cover who travel more, okay, how much? By how much? Okay, so by how much if I want to calculate, the which implies that, okay, so I will subtract it. Okay, distance covered more by Ayub is equal to 21.1 minus 20.2 kilometers. Okay, so subtract it, your answer will become 0.9 kilometers. Okay, 0.9 kilometers. How much? If you subtract 21.2 and 20.2, then your answer will become 0.9. Subtract it, you know how to subtract it now. Okay, so if you subtract it, or if you don't know, I'm writing here again, 21.2 minus 21.1 minus 20.2. So 1 will borrow, that become 9. So 1, 0 here, 0 minus 0 become 0, 2 minus 2 become 0. So how much is this? 0.9. Okay, 2 0 is there, so we can write it as single 0. So 0.9 kilometers. Now this 1 kilometers I will convert in the form of meters. We know that 0.9 kilometers. Okay, we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 100. Okay, we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So I will convert from kilometers, I will write it in form of meters. Okay, so multiply these two, so your answer will become 900 meters. Your answer will become 900 meters. By how much distance is here covered? Either 0.9 kilometers or 900 meters. This much more distance Ayub have traveled then. Okay, therefore we can also rewrite again this one. Ayub, okay, have covered more distance than Dinesh by 900 meter, or you can write 0.9 kilometers. Both are correct. Okay, both are correct. Okay, so you can also write. So what is it? Ayub have covered. Okay, Ayub have covered more distance than Dinesh by 900 or 0.9 kilometers. Okay, so that's all for this question. So we have one more question, that is question number 8. So I will give you this as a homework. Okay, how much less is 16 kilometer from 38.35 kilometer? That means you have to subtract 38.35 minus 16. So if you subtract them, you will get the answer. So this is a very easy question. That is why I'm leaving this as a homework for you, or practice it by yourself. Okay, so subtract between 16 and 38.35. Okay, so 38.35 minus 16, then you will get the answers. Okay, so this is all for today's. This is all for the exercise 3.1, and then we will learn in the next video. We will be learning about the multiplications of decimal. Firstly, we will be learning the multiplications of decimal by whole number. Then we will be learning by multiplications of decimal numbers and decimal numbers. So don't try to skip any classes. Don't try to skip any videos. As much as possible, you try to checking the videos and try to calculate all the videos. Try to improve your mathematical knowledge. Okay, so that's all for today's. Thank you. Bye bye.